It was the first day of the semester, and the campus was buzzing with the usual energy. Freshmen with wide eyes and seniors carrying the weight of their final year on their shoulders were all moving in different directions. Among the crowd, Emma stood outside her lecture hall, glancing at the syllabus for her philosophy class. She was a bit nervous: new courses, new professors, and the promise of an unpredictable year. As she stood there, a voice interrupted her thoughts. "Excuse me, are you in Dr. Harris' class?" Emma looked up to find a guy about her age, holding a coffee cup in one hand and a stack of books in the other. He had messy brown hair, a worn-out band t-shirt, and a warm, easy smile. She felt a slight flutter in her chest, though she tried not to show it. Yeah, I think I am," Emma replied, feeling her cheeks warm up. "I'm Ryan," he said, offering his hand. "You seem a little lost. First day jitters? Something like that." "I'm Emma," she smiled, shaking his hand. "I'm just figuring out the layout of this campus. It's massive. Tell me about it," Ryan laughed. "I'm still getting lost after 3 semesters here." They shared a laugh, and the conversation flowed naturally from there. Emma found out that Ryan was a philosophy major too, and that they had more in common than just the class they were taking. He was from out of state, had a passion for photography, and, surprisingly, loved obscure indie films. As the semester unfolded, Ryan and Emma began to spend more time together. At first, it was innocent enough: shared notes, studying for exams, and chatting in between classes. But as the weeks passed, their connection grew deeper. They spent evenings at the local cafe, discussing everything from ancient philosophy to their favorite books and dreams for the future. It wasn't long before Emma realized that Ryan wasn't just someone she was studying with. He was becoming someone she couldn't imagine her days without. One crisp autumn evening, after a long study session in the library, Ryan walked Emma back to her dorm. The air was filled with the smell of damp leaves and the soft rustle of the trees. "So," Ryan began, his voice a little more hesitant than usual, "I've been meaning to ask. Would you like to go to that film festival next weekend? You know, the one at the Arts Center?" Emma's heart skipped a beat. She had been waiting for him to ask her out, but she didn't want to seem too eager. She smiled and nudged him playfully. "I thought you'd never ask," she teased. Ryan grinned, relieved. "Great. It's a date, then." From that moment on, things between Emma and Ryan changed. What had started as friendship blossomed into something more. Their late-night study sessions turned into dinner dates. Their inside jokes became the soundtrack of their relationship. They spent weekends exploring the city, finding new coffee shops, and even sneaking into art galleries when they needed to escape the pressures of university life. But it wasn't always perfect. As midterms rolled around, Emma found herself stressed out, and she began to pull away, worried that she couldn't balance her academic pressures with her feelings for Ryan. One evening, after an argument about studying and priorities, they both realized they had taken each other for granted. "I'm sorry, Ryan," Emma said quietly. "I didn't mean to distance myself from you. I've just been overwhelmed." Ryan looked at her with understanding in his eyes. "I get it, Em. We both have a lot going on. But we've got each other, right? We can do this together." And with that, they knew they could face whatever came next. By the end of the semester, Emma and Ryan were inseparable. They had survived the ups and downs of university life, academic stress, personal growth, and the vulnerability of falling in love. As they walked across the quad together one last time before winter break, Emma took Ryan's hand, feeling a deep sense of contentment. "Here's to more semesters together," she said, smiling up at him. "Absolutely," Ryan replied. "And to making more memories along the way." And with that, they walked off into the future, knowing that whatever came next, they would face it side by side.